Hi! So this is the first video I'm going to put on my new channel. I've been working hard on my Olivia Rodrigo video essay, and I've kind of been feeling like I just want to post something. Like I keep being like, oh, I just want to post this, but it's only like half done. Well, I mean, I did all the voiceover and research, but I'm just in the editing phase right now. I'm going to do a little bit of like video updates and life updates and random thoughts about the Olivia Rodrigo video and stuff at the end of this video, but right now I want to do a Guts tier list because I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about. Also just because I kind of wanted to make kind of like stream of consciousness, just opinion videos too. Okay, I'm just gonna make this video, do very minimal edits, and then post it in a couple days, which isn't like, you know, my Olivia video, because I literally been researching and recording it for like at least 2 months now. But I'll talk about that later. Right now I want to talk about Guts. I do want to put like my baseline ratings for Sour. I'm not going to explain too much about why I'm putting each Sour song where. Brutal is definitely my favorite song on Sour. Hope You're Okay is kind of a skip for me. Paper Crime's also kind of a skip. I love Deja Vu. Maybe I'll put Jealousy a little bit higher. Traitor is pretty good. Happier is also pretty good. Enough for You. I need to think about this. Brutal's definitely my favorite. Good for, like, if I'm saying the closest to the this side is my highest one, I'd probably put Deja Vu as my second favorite, and then Good For You, then Driver's License, which I think is kind of funny because aren't these the 3 singles from the album? I think she picked really good singles. I think Traitor was also a single though, right later. I really like Traitor. Then I would probably say Happier, Jealousy, One Step Forward, Two Steps Back, Hope You're Okay, Favorite Crime, and Enough For You. You know what I also thought would be fun? I actually kind of want to, after I give my review of the Guts songs, I do want to check my Spotify plays and see what my most played songs are from the album. And I put these in order of the track list on the album. So the first is All American Bitch. This song, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. A lot of them have grown on me, and that's kind of normal for me. Like the first time I listen to music, I don't really like it because I'm like, oh, it's too new, I don't understand. And then after a couple listens, you know, it really grows on me. I think I'm kind of in the phase with this song though, where it hasn't really grown on me yet, and I don't know if it's going to, kind of. I definitely think this could be a song that maybe I like later on, but I just don't know how I feel about it. What really throws me off, I guess, about this song is the light as a feather, stiff as a board metaphor, because I don't really feel like it fits with the rest of the song. I do understand, at least I think I understand, what Olivia is trying to say with this song about how, you know, as an American pop culture like figure, she's trying to, you know, be all these things that people want. Like she's trying to be, have class and integrity, and like also be an eternal optimist. She doesn't get angry. She's keeping her emotions inside, you know, to have a good exterior, and she's sexy and kind. She's pretty when she cries. She's grateful all the time. She is like a product, I guess, now with being like a, what am I trying to say? Being a big musician now. Like she's got like worldwide recognition, and she's definitely representing like the American teenage dream, I guess, in her music, and like how she's portrayed, I guess, in the media. And now this is like a big thing. Like I'm sure a lot of pressure has been put on her to like be kind of the role model, but also like the leader of how teenagers are supposed to act today. So I get that part of the song, I think, but then I think mainly it's the first verse that throws me off. Also, I don't know how I feel about the screaming. It's fun, but it makes the song less like re-listenable for me, because I remember I was playing like my playlist, and like I was talking to people, you know, and then like this song came on, like the screaming part came on in the background. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, should I skip this? And then I was like, oh, I'll just turn it down a little bit, you know, because it's not really like a easy listening type song, which is fine, but it just makes it a little bit harder to listen to. I'm gonna put it for C for now, but I think that might change. Bad Idea Right is really good. I think A maybe S. This is a weird song for me because the first time I listened to it, I was like, this is weird. Like she's rapping. I don't get it. I was like, oh, she's not even like singing, and like, it's kind of awkward. The melody or something is kind of awkward, but it's really grown on me a lot. I really like this song. even though it's so simple and like the lyrics are very simple, I feel like she conveys the idea really well. And it's like just fun and cute. Like I really like the like I never said where in his sheets or like the I'm sure I've seen much hotter men, but I really can't remember when. I think she's just like so these lyrics are so fun, which I really like because I think that's like something she's really good at. I think is being like relatable, I guess, which like obviously I guess I don't know, but I think she just does a really good job being like playful and like relatable in these lyrics. And this was definitely an interesting second single off of this album because it's very different from we've seen on Sour, and like even Vampire was very different from this song. Oh, interesting. Even here she says, I'm stoked about it. The song is pretty different from Vampire and shows another side of Guts that's more fun and playful. Can't wait to share it with y'all. I'm like, oh no, if I do a Guts video, I'm gonna have to include this. So I don't know. That song is like good though. A is good. Vampire is also kind of an A for me. I really like Vampire. I definitely think it was a great like lead into Guts because it's very like what you'd expect from Olivia, like in a good way and a bad way, I guess, because if you think of her music, I feel like Vampire was very like quintessential Olivia Rodrigo because it's kind of like Driver's License 2.0, even though like they're so different. But I just feel like lyrically they're very different, but like sonically they're kind of similar. So I think she was like bringing, you know, what people loved from Sour into her new album. But I think overall this song's great. The music video is great. The first time I heard the Fame Fucker line, I was like, what'd she say? It's interesting because for some reason I thought the vampire like metaphor was going to be brought into other songs on the album just because Guts kind of sounds like Guts vampire, something about it like you know, supernatural. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I would say Vampire like more than Bad Idea, right? Lacy is a very controversial song just because people don't know what it's about. Oh, like it's funny, like every single line in the song is annotated. Also, I know people are really stuck on the skin like puff pastry line. Looking at Olivia's unreleased songs and like Sour, she has a lot of songs about comparing herself to other women or like talking about what other women have that she wishes she had and all that. So I think this song is very on brand for her. I guess because people see this as kind of maybe a like her longing for Lacey and not just you know, it's like the do I want to be her or do I want her like mentality, I think, with this song, which kind of makes it kind of like interesting. But then she's also like Lacey's this toxic person she's obsessed with. It's very like interesting because people are like, oh, is she talking about like the idea of someone or something, or is she talking about an actual person? And it's become actually, I feel like the most like analyzed song on the album. I haven't really like thought about it super hard, I guess, about what I think Lacey's a person or like an idea. It's weird because I guess she intended to do this, but parts of the song you're like, oh, she's talking about someone like she like wishes she was with or she's obsessed with, but then like other times I think you got the one thing that I want. I wonder what, oh, people have a lot of annotations here. I know she said she doesn't want to say what the song's about. Oh, it says the fourth track on Guts, Olivia blurs the line between envy and homoeroticism. In one lens, Olivia embraces her inferiority complex by personifying, where does it say that? Personifying the beauty of a woman she's intimidated by. This is Lacey character, similar to Jealousy, and Obsessed. I think this is a deluxe song. Olivia succumbed to her habit of comparing herself to other women to an extent so extreme it seems like a crippling romantic obsession. I do think the lyrics of this song are, I don't want to say beautiful because they're kind of like messed up, but I mean how she's able to phrase it I think is beautiful, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I don't really like the way she sings this song, which is kind of why it's kind of low for me. BC, which I know is very controversial. Ballad of a Homeschool Girl. I love this song. Might be an S. I think the fact that the title of the song isn't in the song is always a fun thing about songs. I always think that because the first time I listened to this song, I thought it was called Social Suicide because I was like, oh, I don't remember a song being called Social, because I feel like that's what picked a line from the song. I think it would be called Social Suicide. I don't know. That's what I thought the first time I listened to it. I think the lyrics are very relatable and fun. I also really like the my favorite line is, thought your mom was your wife, called you the wrong name twice, can't think of a third line. I love that line because I know it's like funny, but it's like self-aware funny because obviously if she wanted to, she could have thought of a third line, but I think it's funny that she says this. You know what I mean? Like her saying she can't think of a third line is purposeful, which I think is very funny. It's probably one of my favorites from, at least like in terms of playability. I think it's probably one of the songs I've listened to the most. So I would say it's an S. Making the Bed, a great song. Might be an S plus. Maybe. I actually feel like I need to listen to Making the Bed more, but I do think it's one of the more vulnerable songs on Guts, and I think the Making the Bed metaphor like works well here. The verse where she talks about driving is definitely interesting, you know, because of driver's license. Yeah, this metaphor is especially fitting for Olivia's driver's license. Made use of a similar vehicle metaphor to represent her unreciprocated feelings. Also, I tell someone I love them just as a distraction. They tell me that they love me like I'm some tourist attraction. I love this line too. They're changing my machinery and I just let it happen. I got the things I wanted. It's just not how I imagined. It's interesting because Olivia doesn't elaborate too much on what she means by all these lines, but like you can fill in the blanks about how her success has been hard for her, and like finding who she is has been hard. Yeah, about how her life has changed since the last album, and it was cathartic. Anytime something bad happens with my career, I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky I get to do this, but you have to be grateful. So many people would love to be in your position, but you still have to acknowledge trauma. It's a hard thing. And I think she is able to represent that beautifully in the song. Okay, Logical's next. Logical, I'm kind of torn about. I think the song is really good, especially the bridge. This last bridge I think is really good. But to me, this is like the most exciting part of the song is this last bridge. The rest is like, okay. Like, I just don't really... I think the problem with it is just the lyrics. I know they're supposed to seem silly because her love is making her like illogical, right? But I guess like the 2 + 2 = 5, I'm in love with your life. The sky's green, the grass is red. Mainly like the 2 + 2 = 5 and the sky's green, the grass is red. I don't know. It just, it kind of ruins the song for me. And I feel bad saying that because I do think like, and you mean all the words you said, I'm sure that girl is really your friend. I think that these lines hit really hard. Kind of do wonder though, if this was different, I don't know if these lines would hit as hard. So like, I just don't know how I feel about the chorus though. It doesn't capture me. I don't know. But I do really, really love the bridge because it's so raw and like her like voice breaks too when she says it. It's so beautiful. I don't know. I wonder how other people feel about this song, but that's kind of how I feel about it. I think it's a beautiful song, but it's not quite... Oh, she says the bridge is probably my favorite part of the song. I like the bridge. Same Olivia. Get Him Back is also maybe a B for me. It's a fun, cute song. I know I've been reading a lot about people saying they don't like the music video, mainly on her subreddit. I've been seeing people say like they felt like the music video was just an iPhone ad. It's kind of true, but the music video was still cute. I do really love the opening. Wait, is this the song with the drums? I like that part. That's kind of my favorite. The intro. Oh, maybe I need to put Get Him Back a little higher because I'm thinking about how many times I've jammed to this intro. I met a guy in the summer. I left him in the spring. He argued with me about everything. He had an ego and a temper and a wandering eye. He said he's 6'2", and I'm like, dude, nice try. Love this opening. Then the song loses me a little bit here, but the chorus is fun. Maybe this is a weird nitpicky thing about this song, but I don't really like how she says, till I remembered every time he made a pass at my friend, and then again she says, I picture all the face of my disappointed friends. As I'm hitting send, I picture all the face of my disappointed friends. Send friends. What did she say here? I'm feeling depressed till I remember every time he made a pass at my friend. The chorus is fun, definitely. I do think the end of this song is kind of weird when like you can hear her talking in the background. I do like the end then. Ooh, Love Is Embarrassing. This is definitely my most played song from the album. At least I think it is. It's the one I go to the most because it's like I do like more upbeat songs. I love the chorus. Especially like Just Watch As I Crucify Myself. I love that line. I guess the song doesn't give you like that much about like what their relationship is, but I do feel like it's still really fun. Love Is Embarrassing. I would put that above Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, I think. I don't know though. Now I'm like, is it on tier with Driver's License? I'll put them in together in a second. Yeah, I do think that's a great song. The Grudge. Okay, The Grudge is actually why I wanted to make this video, because I saw the subreddit was doing that thing where like you vote out the worst song or whatever, and then you keep going until like one song's left. And The Grudge was like voted out like first, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy because The Grudge is my favorite song on the album. The Grudge is definitely an S for me, S plus. I think I might move making the bed down a little bit. I love how descriptive, like she's painting a picture about what happened, and I just love like how personal it seems, even though like we don't really know what she's talking about. Like I've listened to this song a lot of times and I've been like, okay, it's about a friendship, it's about a relationship, it's about a work relationship, like it's about all these different things, like trying to figure out like what she's talking about, just because it's such like an interesting way she's talking about someone. I don't know. I just really like the first time I listened to the song, I was like, I was captivated. And it still remains like my favorite. I think the lyrics are really pretty. Like flowers filled with vitriol is such a good line. It's just so interesting. And I just really like my undying love. Now I hold it like a grudge. It's definitely my favorite on the album. Pretty Isn't Pretty. Pretty Isn't Pretty is kind of like a Jealousy 2.0. I think it's interesting because kind of like what I was saying in my Taylor Swift video essay, I didn't really get this point across maybe super well, but she kind of has like a couple categories that all of her songs fall into, right? Like she has like the pining songs, the breakup songs, the revenge songs, right? Probably more. But I think Olivia too has a lot of, with her unreleased music I've been listening to for the video, obviously, she does have a big group of songs that's about insecurity and like society expectations, jealousy of other women, feeling like just insecure or not good enough. To me, this is a very Olivia song. Like I think this was a great song though. I think actually I might like this song a little bit more than Jealousy because I think it expands on the ideas of jealousy up a little bit. So I would say it's an A. Teenage Dream. It's an interesting one because I don't really like this song. I think it's a pretty song, but I think for me it reminds me too much of Taylor Swift's Nothing New. And that's really all I think about when I listen to this song, which isn't Olivia's fault, but I think especially, when will my wide-eyed affection and good intentions start to not be enough? And also, where does she say, like, when will I stop being great for my age and just being good? I think that's very, like, or when will it stop being cool to be quietly misunderstood? I think that's, like, very, when will all this crying in my room stop being cute? And I understand why she made this song, because I think Teenage Dream, like, people love that she's like a teenage pop star, and letting go of that I'm sure is really hard. Like I feel like we see this a lot with artists. Like when I was doing research for the video, I was briefly looking up Lord's career because Olivia is a big fan of Lord, and I was thinking during Lord's debut album everyone was obsessed with her, saying like she's the next big thing, she's like so amazing, so talented for her age, all this. But then I was looking at her newer stuff and I'm like, she doesn't really have the same, like I'm still like a Lord fan. I don't know too much about what she's doing now. It's funny because when I was doing research for the Olivia video, I was like, should I make a Lord video? And I was like, no, you gotta stop. Like there's so many videos I'd love to make, but I just don't have the time. People just do this with celebrities all the time where they're obsessed with them when they're young, right? And then like it's like, you know, how Taylor Swift was saying, like being 30 as a pop star is like so old. Like by the time, you know, people are like 22 or whatever, it's like, okay, next person. There's always going to be someone younger and prettier and, you know, fresher, newer to come up, you know, which is very nothing new, but also very Teenage Dream. I like the message of this song, but I just don't think this song brought anything new that interests me, I guess. And I was also thinking about, when I was doing research for the video, Olivia talks a lot about how she enjoys aging and stuff. And I was curious, like, because this song kind of sounds like the opposite of her enjoying aging. So I was kind of curious, like, when her perspective changed and, like, wanting her to expand on that, I guess, in this song. So I would say Teenage Dream is kind of low for me. I hope all these songs, though, I just want to say are great songs. Even the C ones, they're just not my favorite Olivia songs, but I will listen to them. They're probably on my playlists, you know, they're good. I would say maybe like Lacey's probably a high C. Favorite Crime. Yeah, Logical, I would say, is above One Step Forward, Two Steps Back. I think Happier is a little bit higher than Traitor. Jealousy, Vampire. Bad Idea Right. Ooh, wait, I feel like I messed this up. I think Bad Idea Right's higher than Traitor, but Vampire and Get Him Back. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it here for now. Love is Embarrassing. It's weird because like for the album, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense to put Love is Embarrassing in an S. But then I'm like, next to Driver's License and Good for, like, because I think these are like great songs from Sour. Making the Bed is also great. Good for You is a little bit lower. I think Deja Vu is probably Love is Embarrassing. I don't know which one I like more out of Brutal and The Grudge. That one's, but I think this is my tier list. I'm like, are these takes weird? I don't know. That's not true. I think I like Deja Vu more than Making the Bed. Traitor, Vampire. It's just so weird to compare them to each other. I'm surprised I put Jealousy so high, actually. But it makes sense right now. It's funny because like I feel like these opinions might change like in a week. And I feel like if anyone challenged me on my opinions, I'd like fold really fast. Like I'd be like, you're right. Actually, Lacey's an S. I'm sorry. Because like, I don't know. If people tell me their perspectives about like why they love a song, I'm like, okay, like I get it. I feel like if someone said any of these songs were an S or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I get it. And they like explained why. Because obviously everyone's opinions are going to be different about like what their favorite song is from the album. I feel like me saying The Grudge is my favorite song on the album might be like weird. I don't know. I really don't know what other people say their faves are. But this is my tier list. Finally got stats for Stats FM to work. You can see Macy Peters is my current obsession. Listened to her for 44 minutes today. I've actually been listening. You should search on Spotify your day list. Here they are, the top tracks. Good For You is my top track. Interesting. I actually didn't see that coming. I thought it'd be Brutal. Brutal's way down here. Oh, wait a second. There's 2 of everything. This is kind of tripping me out. This must be the censored and uncensored versions. This is kind of weird, but I enjoy listening to both the explicit and non-explicit songs because you kind of get like a little bit bonus lyrics. I know this sounds so sad when you're so desperate for like new music. Oh, she says, Dream Crusher, and I'm like, ooh, it's like a fun little like alternate recording, even though it's just like for that one line. I will say I am very obsessed with Macy Peters right now. I saw her live and now I've been listening to her album nonstop. The fact that this is my top song might be a little concerning, but I'm kind of going through a lot right now. Last year my top song I think was Numb Little Bug, so and then this year it's gonna be BSC. I was thinking about that and I was like, I need to like pull it together a little bit, just a little bit. I wanted to give a little bit of updates about my Olivia Rodrigo video because I've been working on it a lot. It's funny, I've literally recorded the outro for that video like 3 times already because I keep being like, okay, I want to give my final thoughts, talk about my life updates, talk about how happy I am about like how well the Taylor Swift video did, talk about like where I want to go with my YouTube channel and all that. And I've like recorded it multiple times, but I keep being like, I'm almost done with the video, which is so stupid because I'm only like a third done with editing it. But I'm actually going to show you guys a little bit of peek at my timeline, which I feel like if you're a video editor, I might give you a heart attack showing you my timeline. It's messy, it's bad. It's funny because I've been trying so hard with this video to be more organized than with my Taylor Swift video. I was like, I'm really streamlining stuff. I'm going to keep everything in separate folders. I'm really going to be good about my file organization and all that. But been better, but not amazing. I will admit that. But like with all things I've been saying about this video, as long as it's a little bit better than my Taylor Swift video, that's fine with me. It doesn't need to be way better. As long as I'm improving some stuff, I'm mixing the audio stereo, guys. You'll be so happy. There will be no complaints that the audio is only coming out of the left ear in the comments. I've watched so many tutorials about how to mix audio. I do think the audio is not perfect. I do think there are some parts of my voiceovers where I sound like I've never spoken words before. That's fine. As long as it's a little bit better than my Taylor Swift video, that's all I'm aiming for. As long as the voiceover is a tiny bit better and the audio mixing is a tiny bit better, the editing is a tiny bit better. It doesn't need to be leaps and bounds better. That's where I'm at least. Well, I've been working on this video. I started a job. I'm working full time now. I'm also doing freelance video editing after work. I feel kind of burnt out, but like I want to keep working because like the success of the Taylor video really meant a lot to me, and it really showed me like how powerful YouTube is and like how I could make more videos and like people could watch them, and like it was amazing for the feedback and all that. I feel like this sounds insincere, but it really did mean a lot to me. I was telling my sister, I was like, I really want to give a life update at the end of my Olivia Rodrigo video talking about like how happy I am about the success of the Taylor video and how much it changed my life and all that. And she was like, like maybe you like shouldn't like maybe you shouldn't be like personal and talk about your life. And I was like, maybe. It wasn't so much it changed my life like the money the video made and all that changed my life. It's more like the possibility of build my channel more changed my perspective, I guess, on like YouTube. Like I was like, whoa, this is like how YouTubers are. Like they like post videos and it like makes money, and then like people comment and they're like positive and they say nice things to you, and like you can like actually, like I was like, wait, like YouTube could actually be a living for me. Like obviously not with one video, but I was like, oh, if I keep working at it, like I could get there. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. This is the timeline. It's crazy. So basically I go through the entire plot of High School Musical season 1. I don't go through the entire plot, just Olivia's plot. Oh, this clip. Okay, I just don't understand what Gina's saying here, and I just need to include it. It's so relevant. So I was like, I think she has a crush on Ricky. She does have a crush on Ricky. They end up together later. Spoilers. I bought these Link buds. I don't know why. I have Raycons, but only one of the ears work. The other ear, like, you can hear, but it's like so quiet. Even if it's on max volume, you can barely hear. I don't know what happened to it. I have Beats Studio Buds or whatever. They're from Best Buy used. They work pretty well, even though they're used. Their battery life isn't amazing. But when I was on a trip visiting my grandparents, I lost one of the ears. So now I have 2 right ears that work and no left ears. So I've been thinking about buying headphones for a while, but it's a big commitment. You know, it's like $100+ if you want like really good ones. And I was like, randomly, I saw this ad Olivia had, and I was like, wait, I gotta get these. I don't know. And purple's my favorite color too. So I was like, this is a sign. And I pre-ordered them, but then I was like, wait, shoot, they're not gonna ship for like over a month. And I was like, maybe this was a mistake. Also, I don't have a Sony phone, so I don't know if they're gonna work super well. But fingers crossed. They look cute, at least marbled. I could talk about like merch forever too, because I was like, I really want to buy Olivia's merch, but then it's too much. All of it's too much. I really want this, but then I saw it has Get Him Back on the back, and I was like, oh. Because like all I want is a crew neck with the embroidered logo on it. I feel like artists don't get that though. They're doing maximalist. If anyone watches this far, one big dilemma I've been having with the Olivia Rodrigo video. I didn't have this with the Taylor Swift video. I've kind of been like questioning my morals about it, because I was like, why didn't I care though about like Taylor's unreleased music, but why do I care about Olivia's unreleased music? I will explain my moral dilemma. The unreleased Taylor Swift song put in the video were like 20 years old. A big majority of them weren't like leaks. They were like on albums that she passed out to people and stuff. So they were like, I don't really consider those leaks, because like if she gave them to record labels and then after she became famous, the record labels put them online, like it's not like they illegally obtained them. She like gave them to people. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just my justification for it. And then also I included a lot of like unreleased music, but like Beautiful Eyes and stuff like she sung live. I think I included the live clips of like Beautiful Eyes and Permanent Marker and stuff. So like those aren't really like leaks because she performed them live also. Then I think the only leak songs I put in the video were like the Robert Ellis oral songs, because like Dark Blue Tennessee and like the Knowing Why and stuff, I think those were like leaks, you know? I don't really understand music leaks. Maybe that's why, because I'm like, I don't know who leaked them. I don't know. I definitely think there are artists out there who leak their own music. I mean, maybe, I know it's like a whole thing, but anyway, with Olivia's music, I include all of her songs she posted on social media. I don't feel morally weird about posting any of those song clips, because those are all songs she publicly posted to like Instagram. So like that's not wrong to share those, because they were publicly posted to the internet by her. There is 3 songs I put in the video that I talk about that are actually leaked, that were sour cuts. Then like last week, Prison for Life just leaked a couple days ago, and it's an Olivia Rodrigo song. Then I was like, oh, I need to make an addendum to my video and include this song. But then I was like, but should I include clips from this song? Because like this isn't a song Olivia recorded 20 years ago. She literally recorded this in 2020, which is basically like last year. I mean, whatever. It was very recent. Like if the artist doesn't want it out there, I do feel bad talking about it. And I just don't know where like the line is, if I should include it or not. Because on one hand, like Olivia might want to release these songs at some point, and it might be wrong to put them in the video. But then not talking about them at all might also be weird, because then you're like not acknowledging a part of, like, for better or worse, it is a part of the sour story, the cut songs. I just don't know. That's why I've been having a big moral dilemma the whole time I've been editing. Like, also this song that she cut that was just leaked is very interesting, because it starts with Just a Boy in a Chevy Truck, you know, which is the Tim McGraw opening line. And I'm like, so interesting that she included this. I'm going to start a rumor. I think this song was written for her scrapped EP. That's a rumor I'm starting, but that's my conspiracy. Another song leaked. I know Astronaut, though. I talked about that in the video. Oh, shoot. Because she said she wrote Astronaut, made her want to keep writing in music. Oh, shoot. I think the ones I included... Oh, no, I'm having a crisis now. Because she's... More songs are going to keep leaking while I'm working on... Did you guys know? It's not a big deal. But after my Taylor Swift video came out, the demo CD I talked about that never leaked some previous... I've actually haven't listened to any of the songs on that. I've been too busy working the Olivia video. I saw some people commenting like, wow, this video's already outdated. Some of these songs have leaked. And I'm like, I saw that they leaked, but I can't think about that right now. I'm thinking about Olivia's video. So these are the songs I talk about in the video, which I was going to include clips for. Was Strange, Strangers Again, and Do Better, which were the 3 I knew about. Apparently, Prison for Life and Astronaut are 2 other leaked songs that were just leaked like last week. The rumor I'm spreading that Astronaut and Prison for Life were from her EP sound more real because of what she said about Astronaut in the quote that isn't going to be in the video. But my big dilemma, possibly putting these in the video might be dangerous because she could claim them and take them down. Or her record label could. I guess maybe there's 4 options. Talk about the songs and include clips. Talk about the songs and read the lyrics. Just talk about the songs. Get into it. And then 4 is don't talk about the songs at all because they're leaks and whatever. That's what I'm torn over. Because I don't know if it's unethical to put the songs in. I hope I post this at least by the end of the weekend. My goal. I really want to post it on Friday, but that doesn't make any sense because I'll have to edit the whole video and then upload it before I go to work tomorrow, which is at 8. How am I going to do that? I said everything I want to. Let me know about the Olivia thing, unreleased music thing. Where you stand on unreleased music. Do you think it's interesting? Would you rather people not talk about it? Would you rather people talk about it more? Is it unfair to the artists? I know I've mainly been thinking this because Ariana Grande has been saying she hates when her music's leaked and it makes her sad and cry and stuff. Do other artists feel this way? Or how do they feel about it? Because I don't want to make any assumptions, but when all the girls I've loved... When all the boys I've loved before, when all the girls you've loved before, when that song leaked, a week later, Taylor released it. Do you think she released it because it was already going to be released? That's why it leaked? Do you think she saw the positive reception to it and was like, wait, I should release this? Do you think she released it herself? Do you think she was the one on those message boards putting out the song? I know the leak music economy is this weird thing, and I don't really like that aspect of it, where people are doing all these weird Discord payments and I don't know. I don't really like that aspect of it. So please watch my Olivia video when it comes out. Thanks.